Waiting for people to come into a room. I'm a little early so I can talk to people if anybody shows up. There we go. There we go. Oh, already a like. Thank you. Now we are doing the in-broadcast reading. One moment, please, as I'm waiting for people to come into the room. In-broadcast tarot reading special. Via PayPal. $20 in depth. 2-question. Personal reading. If booked during broadcast. Deliverable today or after Pisces reading. PayPal, friends and family options. PayPal, friends and family option only. $20. Channel esoteric at gmail.com. Yeah. Boom. Okay. There we go. I don't see anybody chatting yet, so I will just unbox. Now, even though the words, it's a camera glitch, so even though the words are backwards on these boxes, I will be laying them out in the proper orientation to you. Here's the zodiac. So this is if you need any advice, the journey deck. The main pulls will be from the Green Witch Tarot. We're waiting till 10:30, by the way. I just wanted to start early, a little early, to wait for people to come into the room because I've also advertised on TikTok. The clarifiers will be done from the Shuffle Tarot Collection A. And if the clarifiers need clarifying, which doesn't happen too often, if we get a weird or a reading that needs more clarification, to clarify the clarifiers, we have the Elemental Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. We will perform the readings Aries through Pisces in astrological order. Hi, everybody. Who's here? So for anyone who's new, I've been reading for over 35 years. I think it's 36 years. And I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and feeling empathic. Let's straighten this out. I do have a spirit guide, Jenny, who I speak to. Sometimes it's she who's giving me the message. Sometimes I get the messages by words written on my stomach. Or I see the words in front of me. Oops. I see the words in front of me. that's good. Or I see the words in front of me, sorry. Or I see colors, or I see like little vignettes of videos, right? So that's how I get my psychic messages. Sometimes I feel the words, you know. So right now it's 10:25, so if you want to talk story casually, we can. Or if you have any questions about tarot, I will answer them. Or if you have any questions about me, I will answer them. So thank you for joining me today. If you would like an in-broadcast reading, my readings start at $65 for a half an hour, $100 for an hour. I pretty much don't have any specials other than that. So this in-broadcast special for $20 via PayPal, the Friends and Family option, for 2 questions. I will record today, or if you want me to do it live, I can after Pisces, right? So I've been doing the good news, bad news readings, but I'm going to just do plain old weeklies for you, and I'll try to give with the good news and bad news. It just depends. The messages are, in a way, more specific with the good news, bad news, but the weeklies are just as accurate. You get like a more broader reading. More subplots come in during the weeklies. So, does anybody have any questions thus far while we wait for 10:30 to come around? I want to start exactly on time. So I'll be pulling 3 cards and probably 3 clarifiers. It just depends. If I have a card that's obvious in meaning based on the surrounding cards, I won't clarify that. But most of the time I'll pull clarifiers for all 3 cards. Now, why only 3 cards for a weekly reading? Because it's only 7 days. And if you use any more cards than that, really, as the primary pull, the messages get muddy. So you'll see readers out there who will pull like the whole deck. And of course, you're going to eventually get a message for everyone. Also, the reason why all signs work is that you choose to be your sign in this lifetime. That's why when you get a personal reading from me, I don't want you to give me your birthday. Do not give me your sign. Do not give me the backstory because it's too influential. I can tell a lot about you from your sign because signs are associated with certain houses, certain planets. So I can pretty much get the gist of what you're experiencing right now. It's like a cheat. So, but the cards can change, cycle in and out due to transits as well. I'm not an astrologer. I don't really keep track of that except for the big, rare transits. I'll mention it, but I'm not an astrologer. Although I have some knowledge of astrology, I'm a tarot reader. I'm also a psychic. So that is how I do the readings. So we're going to begin in 2 minutes, so that everybody has a chance to get into the room if they want to. I've restarted this channel after a 1.5 years away. I temporarily gave the person I gave the channel to decided not to do it. So I'm back on doing my tarot readings because, this channel has over 8,000 subscribers. Okay, we're going to begin in 1 minute. We're going to begin with Aries. So I'm going to clear the cards. We're going to wash the cards by mixing up the orientation from the last reading. And I'm going to start shuffling now. What's coming up for Aries? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What is coming for Aries? the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's coming for Aries, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's coming for Aries, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. I'm seeing the word green. So for me, that word and that color mean either growth or money. Okay? So we're going to pull 3 cards. The first card you have is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Here it is in the upright, so you can see the photo. Here in the Green Witch Tarot, this person is preparing for a completion of a task, an action task. He looks worried in this deck, so I note that. He is outside. It's almost like he's sitting across from a table, laying out the boundaries. This is what I want. This is the only thing I'm willing to do. And he's looking for an answer. In the reverse, the other shoe drops. So you get the answer on something. Okay, this card is associated with the Hermit card. Okay. The next card you have, Aries, is the Four of Pentacles in the upright. Now, this is usually the Miser card if you're using the Rider-Waite. Here you have somebody at the door, this woman, she's decorating a house, which is, you know, the 4th house. This is related to the 4th house of home and security. Pentacles are metal, not necessarily earth, although they're associated with the earth sign because metals come from the earth. A lot of people don't know it's metal. So she's moving these plates. She's rearranging her money. So you may be moving your money around from, see how there's like blank spots on the wall, which I didn't notice until now, even though I've had this deck for years. She's moving the money to a different place. So you might be moving money around if it were in the upright, but I think you had it in the upright. So you may be moving money around, saving money, not sharing money. If someone asks you for money, the door is closed. You may keep it closed, okay? 4s are related to the Emperor card. So it may be an employee or some kind of subordinate who is asking you for money. And then you have the 3 of Cups. I don't know if you're saving up for a celebration or if you experience a reunion of some kind in the week of July 7th through the 13th, but there's celebration too. Now, the 2 of Cups is a date card for me, but the 3 of Cups is traditionally and historically a celebratory card. It's a reunion card. So if you haven't seen people in a long time, you may reunite with them. You could also reunite with a certain person, but we don't have a court card here, so that's unlikely. But you reunite with friends or you're out socializing. But let's clarify, because these cards, of course, can mean a lot of different things. So let's clarify with the Shuffle Tarot. Now, the Shuffle Tarot is a deck that merges 1 or 2 or more Rider-Waite messages or iconography or images to make a more dynamic interpretation. So I'm kind of wondering what the answer is that you're waiting on, or whether you're dropping your boundaries on something. Okay? What's the Nine of Wands in reverse mean for Aries? July. Thank you for joining me, you guys. I'd love to see some likes. I appreciate you being here. What's the Nine of Wands in reverse mean for Aries? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's the Nine of Wands in reverse mean for Aries? Now, this is an all signs reading, but I'm beginning with Aries. So you're just in time. What is the Nine of Wands in reverse mean for Aries? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now, remember, I saw the word green while I was shuffling for the primary pull. So that means either growth or money, or it can be both too. You may have saved money so you could go out because you have the answer on something, right? So you're celebrating having new knowledge of some kind, right? And you've it's restored your faith in some way. You get an answer that restores your faith, because that's what the Five of Pentacles in reverse means. Now, with the Shuffle Tarot, you see the Five of Wands kids who usually are battling each other. restoring a broken window in the church that is display. That is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, they've broken something. Something is restored when this card is reversed. So an answer restores your faith in something in some way. Because it's the Nine of Wands is the first card, right? And you go from a Five of Pentacles to a Four of Pentacles. You may spend a Pentacles equivalent to either set up a new house and you're celebrating. So you're celebrating the movement of something. It could be an actual house or money or job, because sometimes the Four of Pentacles is a relocation card for me. But go from a 5 to a 4, but you're still flush, right? And here you have the Seven of Cups cards. Now, usually you can see this this person in the Seven of Wands. Now, remember, the Shuffle Tarot merges 2 or more cards in the Rider-Waite to make a more dynamic message. Here, somebody would be, is being celebrated for their emotions, right? The Seven of Cups usually in the Rider-Waite is in reverse is a wake-up call in regards to resources, right? So you get the answer, because we're still clarifying the Nine of Wands. You get the answer to something restores your faith, and you have a wake-up call, like it's a eureka moment. So it's like, oh, I have enough, or oh, I have all these resources, right? I'm able to move forward with my life. So Aries, that's really promising. So we're going to clear the cards, wash the cards, and we're going to clarify what the Four of Pentacles. Irregardless, you're celebrating something, and you're choosing to share this information and your emotions with a 2 more other people. What's this Four of Pentacles mean in the upright for Aries? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What does this Four of Pentacles mean in the upright for Aries? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What does this Four of Pentacles in the upright mean for Aries? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Here you have the Queen of Wands, which is the imagery is merged with Queen of Cups energy. So this is a best friend card to me, or it's a fire sign, fire-water combination. You may take a trip to the sea or move near a body of water. Again, neighbors either may welcome you, or they may ask you for money, or someone you know may ask you for money. But it looks like there's movement of some kind where you're able to rearrange things in a stable way, and you're emotionally very attuned, I want to say. That was put in my head, attuned. But you feel beautiful, confident in this in resources and in your 4th house of stability. Okay, so this card is pretty self-explanatory. You're celebrating something based on new news you get. You've attained something because of the 9. And you're rearranging or relocating money or resources, whether it's a home move or changing banks or changing offices, something like that. But it's celebratory. So it's all good news, it looks like, for Aries this week. Now we're going to move on to Taurus. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Please let me know if... Oh, thank you for the like. I would love to see more likes because it's free. You know, it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps in the algorithm during the live reading. What's coming up for Taurus the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Taurus the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Taurus the week of July 17th through the July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Taurus the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I heard you don't know until you try. You don't know until you try. Here you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Unlike Aries, you're waiting on information that either was not promising or hasn't come yet. But I'm going to show it to you in the upright. The Knight carries news, but also pages, right? But Knights are usually confined to, this is representing a message, which we will clarify, carries news of a battle or a conflict or news of a truce, usually, right? But you can see this guy has a smile on his face, and he almost looks like he's racing on a circular racetrack, right? I don't know what the raccoon means. At any rate, Taurus received it in reverse. You're either still waiting for news, or you're on a change of some kind, or you're waiting on a air sign, and the news is slow. Okay, so we'll clarify that. The next card you have is the World card in reverse. Yeah. So change of cycle is pending. Here you have this tree of life with a snake. The dove is a dove of peace, but for me, birds always represent Pisces, and this is representative of fire. Okay, and then the tree represents earth, right? And then you're assuming there's wind because the bird is flying, right? So all signs are represented in this card. Now, what's the difference between the change in cycle and a change of like just a chapter in your life? Here, with the World card, you start a new book. It's an entirely new journey. The appearance of the World card assumes that the Fool journey is about to start again, a new one. Okay, so you're on the cusp of a brand new beginning, but something needs to happen. And I don't know if you're waiting on news to make that happen, Taurus. So if this were the wheel, in other words, that would be a change in chapter of the same book. You're about to start a new book in life, okay? And here you have the Sun. It could be possibly in career, but with the Sun, it could be any arena of your life. Unlike other Sun cards, here you have the Bird again. So you're waiting on news, definitely. News that is needed for you to act on. Here you see an empty wheelbarrow. Something is complete and about to start again, but it's still happy whether it's in the upright and reverse, right? So you had a reverse, but it's still a happy card. But to me, Sun card usually appears in career matters or job matters. But again, this is a generator. If you want a personal reading, I suggest you take advantage of the $20 special in broadcast special that we have right now. Look to the chat for instructions on that. But the Sun card represents Leo. The World card represents any sign. The Knight of Swords represents an dominant air sign person. If this is a profession, this would be a legal profession or a accounting profession, something where you need to use logic and numbers and laws, right? Okay. I'm glad we cleared that up. Now let's clarify. I want to see that this is a person or profession or a situation, right? Now that's why we clarify. The clarifiers do not nullify the primary pull. The primary pull is the primary pull. It's a dominant energy. But because these cards can mean anything, we want to narrow down the focus of what the actual prediction is for the week of July 7th through 13th, 2024. What does the Knight of Swords in reverse mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What does the Knight of Swords in reverse mean for Taurus? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Ooh, that was quick. I heard don't cut. The Wheel of Fortune. So definitely you're starting something new, or you're about to. Okay, it's probably not going to happen this week, but this World card will always flip upright. The Wheel of Fortune will always flip upright. But I'll show you. This has elements of the wheel in the Rider-Waite, but also the Death card. So in the upright, this Wheel of Fortune would say transformation. In reverse, you're still waiting on a change, possibly a change by a person, because I'm clarifying it, okay, rather than a situation. You're waiting for a change from an air dominant signed person. And then you have the Emperor. It's probably a boss or a supervisor, but one who's fair, because this Emperor card is in the upright. See how there's a Fool? And here you have a change of chapter and a change of cycle. So someone who's an air sign, who's a supervisor or your superior in some way in the hierarchy of life, a father, a older brother, an uncle, grandfather, or a supervisor of some kind, like a boss. If they're an air sign, it's most likely they're Aquarius, okay? But again, it can be any sign because you have these two cards appearing here. So you can see how the Fool is sitting. So someone wants a new beginning with you, and they're probably going to tell you about it probably next week. But you'll start to feel that energy come in. So there's energy is transforming for you this week, Taurus, but you may not know about it except from this reading. It's almost like behind the scenes, right? Okay. Let's clarify what this World card means in this spread. We know it's a change of cycle, right? We know you're about to take a new journey. Could it be a physical journey? I doubt it. I think if it is physical, it'd be like a relocation to another department, another neighborhood, another club, you know, whether you work or not. It would be a change in venue of some kind. What's this World card mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this World card in reverse mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this World card in reverse mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Boom. The Six of Cups. So it may be romantic, actually. So if that's true, this person is looked up in the community of some kind. So they're a leader in their community. They're possibly an Aquarius, but again, they could be any sign. But dominant Aries and Aquarius in their charts, whether you know it or not. But this person is thinking about making a move on you in a serious way. Despite the presence of the Fool in this card, this is a person who can make decisions. So they're deciding or thinking about asking you out on a romantic date. Because this, you definitely know them. Okay, this may be a new development, but you know them because this is the Six of Cups coupled with the Six of Pentacles. They're thinking about how they can give equally to you, which makes me think that it's romantic in some way. And it's going to change your life. Okay? Okay, so you got this Four of Wands, sorry, Three of Wands in reverse. Is it Three of Wands or Four of Wands? No, it's the Four of Wands. So, no, it's the Three of Wands. Sorry. I'm confused by this additional space here. So it looks like Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Cups. Again, you got in reverse. They're still thinking about it. They're wondering if they're serious about a lifetime commitment. Okay? Maybe they feel like they don't have an opportunity at this time to make you this offer. At least this week, because this is a weekly reading, right? They not sure if they want like a full-blown commitment, okay? But they're thinking about how to romance you. And they're looking for an opening. That's why the Three of Wands, Four Cups. They're afraid that you might reject them. Okay, so yeah. Let's clarify this Sun card. If it's a supervisor, they're wondering if they can even make this offer. It's definitely someone who's interested in you romantically, Taurus, whether you're a male or female current. What's this Sun card in reverse mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Sun card in reverse mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Sun card in reverse mean for Taurus? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Boom. Here you have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Now the Eight of Cups is, because it's a shuffle tarot, the Eight of Cups is coupled with the imagery of the Eight of Pentacles. So this is definitely somebody at work. Now, do they necessarily have to be a supervisor? No. You could just have a corporate setting, right? This person may have, there's no transformation at this point in this week because the Wheel of Fortune card is in reverse. You may have to be creative at work, and you may be an apprentice at work, and that's why the Eight of Cups is here. I don't think you know that this is coming. I don't know that this is coming. Now, if you don't work, then you have to adjust. You know, the reading is still valid. So this is someone who may be very focused on work, who's interested in you if you don't work. You see what I'm saying? The Eight of Cups in the upright is walking away from your emotions. So I don't see you actually knowing about this. You're just focused. Maybe you're focused on money, because here you are, the Page of Pentacles, coupled with the Page of Swords in the upright, right? But this is the Page of Pentacles card. You're waiting on news. You're focused on other stuff, so you don't really see this person, even though you know this person. You don't know if they had designs on you. Okay? But they're deciding, see how he's thinking about it? They're deciding on whether to give to this relationship. But they're also deciding, you know, are you open to something less than marriage potential, but more than casual is what I'm saying. You may have news of money, or you may get news that you get a new job, and maybe this is a supervisor, but it's someone you either have a past life connection to, or you actually have a history with. Not necessarily romantic. They could be platonic up to this point, but they're thinking about making a move. Okay. But you're focused on money or income or something other than romance. Okay. So that's Taurus for the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now let's move on to Gemini. What's coming for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I just got a glimpse of the Ace of Sword card in reverse, so let's see if it comes out. Boom. You have the Fool card. Now, it's very different in this deck, right? Here you actually see a group of people. You still see the dog, but you see like a Father Nature kind of motif here, right? So you've just started a brand new cycle, Gemini, this week, and you may start it with either a group of people or a new group of people. That there's other people involved in this new brand new beginning. You've just finished a cycle. And then here you have the Page of Wands. You may get an invitation of some sort or good news of some kind. But you may also be dealing with a fire sign person your age or younger, which would include children. So there might be news about a child or an invitation of some kind about a brand new beginning of some kind. And then you have the Witch card, which is the Magician card in this deck. Okay, this is a person who uses all the resources to make something happen, right? Maybe this is a new beginning that's not forced on you in some way. You're invited to it. And maybe you're wondering, because this is, the Magician is historically an Aries, Gemini, Virgo card. Okay. Maybe you're wondering if you're going to accept this invitation to a brand new beginning. Okay. So let's clarify what arena of your life this is going to appear in, whether it's going to appear in career, health, marriage, family, work, right? Okay. Now remember, I saw the Ace of Swords in reverse in my head. So that the aces are related to the Magician card because it's a number 1. The pages, if they had a number, would be the number 11, which is tied to justice in this deck. And the Fool card is not related to anything, except maybe perhaps the World card. What does this Green Man card in the upright mean for Geminis? The week of June 7th through the 13th, 2024. What does this Fool card in the upright mean for Gemini? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now, if this is romantic, it's an invitation to romance or something casual because of the presence of the Fool card. Now, a person may, because of this combination, someone who's interested you, most likely a fire sign, Aries, Aquarius, fellow Gemini, or Virgo. If they do make an invitation, it's an immature one. It's one for something casual, like casual romance, casual sex, although we don't have the card we don't speak of here. And maybe they may ask a leading question to get you to prompt, because this is the first move card. Okay? This person will ask a leading question like, oh, what do you do for fun on Fridays? Well, what are you doing this Friday? It'll be, hey, do you want to do something together? It'll be like that. It won't say, hey, I really like you. I think you're sexy. Let's go on a date. It's not going to be like that if it's romantic. So we're about to find out what arena this invitation will come from. What's coming up? Please clarify the meaning of the Fool card in the upright for Geminis. The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Please tell me the meaning of the Fool card in the upright for Geminis. The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Boom, Queen of Cups in reverse. Now you can see the imagery because it's the Shuffle Tarot. The Queen of Cups is being coupled with the imagery of the Queen of Swords. So you might be dealing, have a prophetic new beginning prompted by a water sign who may be male or female because this card is in reverse. Someone who's not, they may be a drama queen, but they're unemotional at the same time, I want to say. That's not a usual interpretation of the card, but that's the psychic intuit that I'm getting. Someone who may hide their emotions or hide their excitement about wanting to romance you. And then here you have the Strength card, which is coupled with the Four of Wands, right? The first word I got in my head is swinger. So you maybe haven't, I know it's crazy. Again, this people are going to ask a leading question to see if you're into that kind of stuff, right? But it's very casual because the strength card is tied to Leo, and Leo is ruled by the 5th house of fun and recreation and casual sex. Okay? They may feign that, oh, hey, can you help us out with something? And they just to like get you into a space where they get to know you better to see if they can broach you on the subject. Okay? I clearly got that in my head, the word swinger. Okay? They're a married couple. So it may be an immature fool type who's married to a water/air sign person. And they may have a lot of Leo in their chart. But they may feign that they need help with something. So you're like, hey, my leg is cut in this lion's mouth, right? They're going to feign stability, but they're drama queens. I don't know. This is a very strange reading. There's one or more people attracted to you. They're only interested in casual. Okay? Now let's see what the Page of Wands means in this context. Please clarify the meaning of the Page of Wands in the upright for Geminis, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now you may say to yourself, like if you're a housewife in Illinois or Indiana or something, and you're like, yeah, I don't hang out with these kind of people. The cards are telling me, irregardless, I mean, I do readings for whole groups of people. You know, it's incorrect to say, oh, this is only for one person out there. So you're going to have all Geminis are going to have a new beginning of some kind. There's someone or a couple who's interested in you sexually. There may be a leading question leading to a romantic outing of some kind, but someone's waiting for more like openness to the idea, and they'll ask you questions or they'll try to prompt you to make the invitation because there's some fear involved, right? Even though they may feign that they're stable and full of strength, they're kind of drama queens, okay, and they're immature. What's this Page of Wands mean in the upright for Geminis, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Page of Wands in the upright mean for Geminis, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? So just so you know, leading questions are a form of deception. Someone's hiding information from you. It's a form of manipulation. And you have the Fool card again, coupled with the Empress card. But this is the Fool card, but you see the Empress here. Immediately I got someone does not practice safe sex, and it's probably the person who's wanting to ask you out or who is thinking about you in a romantic way. Or they may be pregnant themselves, and that is the news that you're getting. But again, these are two, if it's news of a pregnancy, or, you know, whether it's theirs or someone in your, I want to say fan group, who is pregnant, you get that news, and it's happy news, okay? But there's definitely a new cycle beginning. And here you have the King of Cups. Now remember I said there was a couple, right? Here you have the Queen of Cups and a King of Cups. Okay? And they're both in the same orientation. You may get news that a couple you know are pregnant. It might be that they're swingers. They've always had a thing for you, whether you're male or female. Okay? But they're afraid of making the first move. They can't make it happen in some way. I don't know. They're a weird couple, most definitely. Now, if this is in relation to a job instead, I was just telling you the psychic intuit or storyline that I got in my head, but say, because this reading is for all Gemini, irregardless, you know, this reading is not just for one person. This is a reading for all Geminis for this week. Definite new beginning. You might be, if you're waiting on a job offer, it will come. Maybe it's a small or time limited offer. You only have a short time to give your answer, but it's an abundant offer nevertheless. It's something that will make you feel like you have everything you need. The fact that the Magician card is in reverse, maybe this opportunity, if it's job or career related, is not something you would typically go for, and that's why the Magician card is in reverse. It's a possibility, right? I feel it's abundant. It'll feel great, even though it might be a little bit of less pay. It might be in a justice or a civil servant. It might be a city job, in other words. It's a possibility. Okay, because the pages are related to the Justice card. Or maybe you didn't apply for it and it's like you applied for a different position, but they offer you another one that they think you'll be better for. What does this Magician card in reverse mean for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Magician card in the reverse mean? I almost said Pisces. So there may be a strong Pisces person in this scenario with Leo in their chart. But there's definitely a couple involved in this week somehow. It's a married couple. What's this Magician card in reverse mean for Geminis the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Here you have the Death card in reverse. I don't know if you'll accept or not, because you might be afraid of change, or you don't want any transformation, right? Or you're not going to accept a leading question or a casual invite to a group thing, I want to say. So here you have the Death card. And it has elements of both the Moon card and the Sun card with it. So remember, I heard Pisces. Well, not heard. Oh, yeah, I did hear Pisces. I didn't feel it. I heard it. Waterfalls are always sex to me. Okay. But Sun, Moon, and Death. But this is the Death card. Okay. So it can be in any arena of your life. Romantic. It might be that you know this couple through work. But there's no, you might make a move where like maybe you don't want transformation. Like, oh, I didn't apply for that job. So, you know, I had my mind on something else, on another type of position. Or I'm not into the swingers thing, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. So if you get an invitation, you might say no. I'm not telling you to say no. I'm saying you might say no. Okay. And then here you have the Judgment card. Strong scorpionic energy. Scorpio is related to Pluto, which has recently gone in retrograde into the sign of Pisces, right? So here you have the Judgment card, which is mixed in with, again, elements of the Moon card as well, okay? So you are making a decision. You have a chance to do something very different, and I don't think you're going to do it. But you're still deciding. The cards say you're not ready for this kind of change. Although change is happening irregardless of whether you want to or not. But maybe you are initiating a different change than the one being offered. Okay? That was a really fascinating reading. Okay, now we're going to read for Cancer signs. So I'm going to spend, because as I go deeper into these signs, I'm going to spend less and less time on introducing the decks and my manner of interpretation. I'm just going to start reading the cards and what they mean. So if you want more clarification on my style of reading, you can DVR back and go, oh, okay, this is her style of reading. So I'm very, reliant on the meaning of the cards, but also my psychic intuits. My psychic intuits take precedent over the cards, but I actually read the cards because the cards have a purpose, right? What's coming for Cancer signs the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Cancer signs the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming up for Cancer signs the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming up for Cancer signs the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Now I'm seeing the word yellow in front of my eyes and not necessarily the color. So that means there's deception around you, but maybe not directed towards you. Okay? Here you have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. See how she's not holding it up in the air in front of her? You have elements of Pisces here too. But this person looks like they're delivering good news about money. So since you're a Cancer sign, you may get news of a delivery about either earned money or unearned money or a money change that is good. And then here you have the Eight of Swords in the upright. See how she's leaning forward, and even though she's bound up pretty tightly, you see the apples in the tree, which is abundance. But she's in danger because she's blindfolded of tripping over these swords that are buried in the ground. So you might be in your head about good news of some kind. Okay, how can that be possible? Maybe accepting, like, say, a job offer will prompt you to have to make a change of some kind. This is related to the 8th house of unearned money. Knights, if they had a number, would be a number 12, which is hangman. Okay, maybe you've been waiting for this news for 9 to 12 days. And then you have the Knight of Cups in the upright, which, if this is a romantic reading, you might be contacted by someone you know, an old friend, because we have a tarot cluster here of 2 knights, and a tarot cluster of 2 knights in a reading means meeting old friends. Okay, and maybe if it's a romantic choice, it may be that you're leaning more blindly towards an earth sign rather than a water sign from the past, who may be really open emotionally to making an offer to you. Okay, it is an offer of love because you see that gateway from the Ace of Pentacle card in the Rider-Waite deck there. But there's someone from the past, right? Because she has her back to this person. At any rate, it's someone you know if it's romantic. Or there's a new message of money that leads you away from an emotional career of some kind. It's new. You may be you might have to make a blind or spontaneous decision to accept an offer of money, whether it comes as, hey, I have some money to give you. You want it? Or a gift card even. Or it is an actual job offer. So let's clarify. Okay, let me check my messages real quick. Okay, so let's clarify, what is this news? What's this Knight of Pentacles mean in the upright for Cancer signs, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Knight of Pentacles in the upright mean for Cancer signs, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Knight of Pentacles mean in the upright for Cancer signs, July. Hi, kitty kitty. July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Hi, baby. I love you. I love my monkey. I love my meow. Meow. I love my monkey, my baby. Wow. We have the Nine of Swords. So you had it in reverse. Here, you have the Nine of Swords in the Shuffle Tarot, which merges two or more imagery from the Rider-Waite to make a more dynamic message. See how this person is guarding their thoughts, making a boundary. You had the Knight of Pentacles, the other shoe drops on news about money is the basic interpretation as combination. Page of Cups in reverse is coupled with the Page of Wands in reverse, right? So Page of Cups, it may, if it's an offer of money or a job, it might be a title that that is unusual or for what you're used to. Like, in other words, if you've always been a property manager, they may give it a new title so they can pay you just a little bit less money. And maybe that's why you're in head about whether you should accept an offer of a job or money or an invitation about money or, yeah, I mean, it's about money. So if you were waiting for an invitation, it comes. If you're waiting for a job offer, it comes. And it might be a different title or just a little bit less money than you were expecting. So it's not king money, it's knight money. And I don't know if it's delivered in an unusual way, like via text rather than in a formal email. Hi, kitty kitty. Hi, baby. What's this Eight of Sword mean in the upright for Cancer signs? Hi, kitty kitty kitty. Hi, the baby. The baby. What does this Eight of Sword in the upright mean for Cancer signs? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. One moment, please. Sorry about that. What's this Eight of Sword in the upright mean for Cancer signs? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Eight of Sword in the upright mean for Cancer signs? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. I heard more than expected. More than you expected. It could be a job offer or an offer of a trip that could involve actually international travel or travel over water. But here you have the Two of Cups. Okay, to clarify this Eight of Swords. So you'll wonder about whether you should relocate either to a different home, city. Because, I mean, this is coupled, the Two of Cups is it's an emotional decision that may have you in your head, and it may involve a partner of some kind or a crossroads. Okay, so it's emotional and energy. And Ten of Wands definitely seems like a job offer to me, or a career change or relocation to a different office or home. Take it how it resonates. But here you have another, like a ending card or a completion card. Here, Ten of Wands in the upright is coupled with the Ten of Cups. It's happy, or you're pretty sure it's going to be a happy relocation, or the path that you're choosing to go down to, whether it's romantic, career related, or what. It's an effort that you're willing to make because the Ten of Wands is in the upright. It's a burden you're willing to carry. So initially you may be in your head. If it's about partnership, it's a, you know, a move that maybe you weren't expecting, but you're going to choose definitively. See how one cup is down on the ground? So you're going to accept a certain path. Okay? And it's one you're willing to take. Okay. All right. So, interesting reading for Cancer signs. Kitty. Now we're going to read for Leos. Hi, kitty, kitty. What's coming for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Kitty, 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 I love you. I love you. You're such a good boy. What's coming for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Here you have the Emperor in this deck, which is called the Horned God. You can see this person is in touch with nature, likes the outside, can interact with different groups of people, and is a fair. They may be very kind of like an intense person, or this is your energy, okay? The Emperor card is usually not Leo to me, but, you know, this is not a court card. This is someone who's a patriarch or higher in the hierarchy than you. So they're a superior, or they're a dad or a grandfather or an uncle or a supervisor, that kind of thing. Someone who manages or oversees a group, whether it's family or work. And then you have the Moon card in reverse. See how it is in the upright? It's so pretty. So Moon card in reverse, you get answers, okay? We have to clarify whether it's, you know, means related to other meanings of this card. Like, I mean, it's not this, but just for an example, if this Horned God card was in reverse and then this Moon card was in reverse, I would say somebody's fighting addiction, okay? But it's not. So you get the answer on something, or you don't have to moonlight anymore on something, okay? But we'll have to clarify the meaning of that card. And then you have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is good, because in the upright, I was going to say nightmares. So I don't know if you have a new supervisor who's less of a nightmare or not a nightmare at all. They're fair and balanced, okay? But the Moon card in reverse and the Insomnia card in reverse. Hi, kitty, kitty. I feel like the worries are over. And that's a key phrase of this Nine of Swords in reverse, over. Now, these are related to the stability of the fours, okay? And the nines are related to the Hermit card. So there's an answer on something, okay? An answer in regards to an Emperor type, or stability, or a leadership role. So we have to clarify. What does this Emperor card mean in the context of Leos? What's the Emperor card in the upright mean for Leos this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Emperor card in the upright mean for Leos, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Emperor card in the upright mean for Leos, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Hermit. Now remember, this card is related to the Hermit. This card is coupling imagery from the Hermit and the Star card and the Temperance card, okay? Now in the upright, the Hermit card is someone who's looking for answers, right? So an Emperor type will be looking to you for answers, or you're looking towards a Virgo for answers or leadership in some way. See how she lights the way, right? And then the Two of Pentacles is coupled with the Two of Cups in this deck, the Shuffle Tarot. You got it in reverse, but in the upright, you can see how this person is guarding their money or has a decision to make about money that he can make. You're waiting for a decision about a money matter or a budget matter from someone like a Virgo or a supervisor, or someone can't make a decision. But again, you have two answer cards. Okay, so someone's either looking to you to answer an important question about money and leadership, or you're looking for these answers, okay? So what is this Moon card in reverse mean for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Moon card in reverse mean for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Moon card in reverse mean for Leos the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I heard if you don't have it, don't spend it. So I wouldn't be surprised if a Four of Pentacles comes up in some manner. And no, we have the Sun card, but we also have the Hierophant card. Okay, the Sun card is reversed. So this may be a supervisor or a boss of some kind who may be giving the answer about a career matter and about money. And it's corporate. And then clarified further by the Nine of Wands in reverse that is coupled with the imagery of the Seven of Pentacles, right? Sorry, it's the Seven of Wands coupled with the Seven of Pentacles. So you've been waiting for a while on this, and now you can take action because you have the answers. But you may have to stand up with to this Emperor about the actions you want to take. You may have to sell it to them, in other words. And it's about money. But you're out of your head. You're not worried about it. Okay? Now, when you have 2 9s as a tarot cluster, that means documents. Okay? What's this 9 of Swords mean in the reverse for Leos, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this 9 of Swords in reverse mean for Leos, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this 9 of Swords in reverse mean for Leos, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is either really annoyed or you're annoyed with the Virgo. Because I heard irritation. And then I saw the Virgo card. Here you have the Wheel of Fortune. Your worries are over about a change. And somebody provides you with an answer that maybe you stood up for. Maybe a supervisor says, okay, we're going to do it your way. Okay? But there is change. There's change and your worries over. It's what you want. So a change is going to happen this week that you want. Okay? And it's a change in chapter. Again, High Priestess in reverse, coupled, again, meaning we're dealing with the Shuffle Tarot, coupled with images of the Chariot card. So you might be dealing with Cancer type related security and foundational issues. Okay? But here, again, answer, answer, answer. You get the answer on something, and you're able to move forward with either a leadership or money issue, probably related to work. The names beginning with either B or J may be important. Okay. All right, interesting reading. I'm really loving the cards I was pulled to this week. Now I almost said deal with Virgos. What's coming for Virgos this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Virgos this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Virgos this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Virgos this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I feel like you may be dealing with someone who's kind of a blowhard, I want to say. Like they annoy you. Or maybe not, with the Ace of Cups in the revert, or in the upright, sorry. It's kind of interesting that there's a fish here that's Pisces. Flowers to me are very earthy, okay? But there's definitely a new emotional beginning this week for you Virgos. And then you're feeling beautiful, confident, or you're dealing with the fire sign woman who's looking after you, I want to say. They're very calm because you see this lavender here, right? She may have been waiting for you to come around. Is this a man? No. It's a Queen of Wands in the upright. It's a woman. Again, I'm seeing birds. And then you have the Three of Swords in the upright, but you don't actually see any swords. But Three of Swords traditionally is a heartbreak card, or a you might be trying to heal something from the past based on a decision that you made. So recently you made a decision, okay, and there was some kind of change, in some arena of your life. Okay. And you're just kind of like dealing with it. Remember, her dealing with a Virgo. So it feels like a different Virgo, right? I feel like there's a lot of support. I feel like you're trying to get things done. This is a beautiful card. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they could become a very good, you're very supportive because this is my best friend card. Okay. Alternately, another interpretation is that there's a new emotional beginning because a Virgo or fire sign who's your friend is moving away somehow. And you're just kind of dealing with that emotions, which is really kind of interesting for me because I do have a friend who's moving away and they're my best friend. It's the best friend card. So let's clarify, because this combination can mean anything in any arena for every Virgo out there. So let's see, is this romantic or just emotional? It is in the upright, so that's promising. That's why I think this is a very timid Three of Swords. If this Ace of Cup was in reverse and this Three of Swords was in the upright, or stays in the upright, then I would say, oh, this does not feel really great to me. You know what I mean? But this Ace of Cup is in the upright, so that's why it mitigates the energy of the Three of Swords. What does this Ace of Cup in the upright mean? In the upright for Virgo? I heard better than expected. Better than expected. What's this Ace of Cup in the upright mean for Virgos? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Hi, Thelma. I love that you're new. Thank you so much for being here. What's this Ace of Cup in the upright mean? So Thelma, you can deviate. I do all the readings, the all sign readings in order of astrology. So if you're Aries to Leo, you can DVR and kind of go back right now during the broadcast and you can look at your sign and then join us later. But if you're a Virgo, you're just in time. What is the Ace of Cups mean in the upright for Virgos? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. So Thelma, I have 35 years reading tarot experience. I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, feeling empathic since I was 4. The Fool card, definitive new beginning and even new cycle kind of energy. You can see from the shuffle tarot we're using to clarify what does this Ace of Cup mean, right? Is this love or just emotions? But you have a new beginning in life that you either starting this week or recently started, like in the past 7 days. That's really beautiful. I mean, even though the clouds are in sky are kind of gray, things are brightening up, I want to say. But here you have the Fool card coupled with the Empress card. There's something very freeing about the Fool card, you know. I love that the Empress is in the, not in a seated position. She's up and walking around. You may be more physically active with this new beginning, like walking more, for instance, more than expected, perhaps. Pregnancy, if you're not, I guess you could become pregnant, so be careful of that. Or someone in your friend group is becoming pregnant, and somehow that's just a lovely experience to be around someone like that anyway. Or you could just have a lot of creativity, right? So we're clarifying, what does this Ace of Cup mean exactly? Now it's kind of interesting that you have the Empress and the Emperor card. The Emperor card is in reverse, but not great that the Fool card is being coupled with this Emperor card. So if you're looking for love, there's an unfair, strong Aries person that may not be on the same page about love than you, but it's a new beginning nevertheless. He's in reverse. If this is you, you're in the upright. The Fool card in love readings are not great because that means casual or immature or not serious, right? They may be, if it has to do with romance, it's just romance and sex that they have on their mind, and they're kind of ruthless about it. So this is someone who's okay with leading you to believe that they want like a pure Ace of Cup in the upright, but really they're just looking for something casual. At any rate, you have confidence and beauty, and maybe that's why the Three of Swords, okay? But nevertheless, it's still a new emotional beginning, which is very positive. Nevertheless, whatever the outcome is this week, right? But definitely not on the same page with an Emperor type. Now, if this doesn't have to do with love, this is a boss or supervisor who's, again, remember at the beginning shuffle for Virgo, you might be dealing with someone who's just kind of a schmo. They could be a supervisor. They're immature. They're a blowhard, right? Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what this Queen of Wands means. Is that a person? Which 8 times out of 10 it would be for me. Oh, good, Thelma. I'm a Virgo too. Or if this is a best friend, or if this is just you feeling beautiful and confident, and see how she's holding up the wand? She's like, yeah, don't F with me. Right? So let's see let's clarify what this card means. What's this Queen of Wands mean in the upright for Virgos? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Queen of Wands mean in the upright for Virgos? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Queen of Wands mean in the upright for Virgos? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now remember, guys, I always get pulled to decks before I start my readings, whether they're personal or for YouTube. So I have over 200 decks. I have 211 decks. So I was pulled to these specific decks for this reading. Wow, great. Ace of Pentacles in the upright, which is great. So 2 aces as a tarot cluster mean like a union, okay, which could be a romantic union, partnership, or new home or new job, especially if the Ace of Cup and the Ace of Pentacles fall together. So this is good luck in terms of a new beginning, especially if it has to do with a new job. So if you do get a new offer of a job this week, and this is not romantic, your supervisor may be a schmo, but you'll feel abundant, like it's good money, okay? And you may get money from, or a money offer from, a fire sign woman, okay, who's very friendly. She's in the upright, okay? She's best friend potential, right? But you get money or a money offer from a Queen of Wands type this week. Now, Queen of Wands is not a fire sign woman. It's a fire sign profession, which is very inventive, creative. IT comes to mind, although that's just an example. That's not an end to it. But it's like money just falls into your lap potential, okay? Which is fucking fabulous. And then here you have the 9 of Wands coupled with the 9 of Pentacles. Now it was in reverse, but I wanted to show it to you in the upright, okay? Because this is the Shuffle Tarot. It merges 2 or more Rider-Waite cards to make a more dynamic message. Now the 9 of Wands is putting up boundaries, but you can see in the upright this person hasn't put up boundaries. The other shoe drops, perhaps on a delayed message or offer of money, and it's good money. Okay, so if you've been waiting for news on that, there's an answer. Okay. Oh, interesting. Now let's see what this 3 of Swords means. Now, 3 of Swords traditionally is not a great card to have. It's one of my least favorite. But in this deck, remember, I was pulled to this deck, so I have to trust that there are very specific messages or reasons why I was pulled to this deck, so that we would all have a proper, correct reading, okay? But the fact that the Ace of Cups is here and this Queen of Wands is here mitigates the virility that this card usually has, okay? But this implies work of some kind, maybe work that's very mental in some way is a possibility. Or maybe because there's a delay in starting a new job or new union, you're kind of like, oh God, I just want to get to the 4 of Swords already. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy. What does this 3 of Swords in the upright mean for Virgos, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I'd love to see more likes if you don't mind, guys. That would be amazing. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me and the channel. What does this 3 of Swords in the upright mean for Virgos, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Should I cut? No. Knight of Wands in the upright, which is coupled with the Knight of Swords in this deck. It's fast energy. It's fast energy, and that's all that I'm getting right now. Now, if the Knights had a number, it'd be related to the number 12, which is Hanged Man energy. So this could be Sagittarian energy here. And then you have the 5 of Wands in reverse, coupled with the 5 of Swords in reverse. I don't know if there's no competition because you beat out 2 people. There's something about if it's a job offer, there was a lot of competition, but needless competition, I want to say. And interesting. So you remember I mentioned that the Four of Swords up here. So you have the Three of Swords. This is coupled with the imagery of the Four of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Cup, right? So the interpretation of this card normally in the upright, we got it in reverse, would be that you're taking a rest from love and romance or your emotions, right? In reverse, the rest is over. So if there was a delay on something, it moves forward. Maybe it's like a sudden lurch forward and then there's a delay, is possible. You get the answer on something. There's some kind of blowhard person in your energy around you. So this is another person, but you're okay. You're being protected somehow, energetically, by someone your age or older who's a female who believes in you. So irregardless of what arena of your life, if it's health, it's a bittersweet movement forward. Okay, but you're recovering. If it's love, it's an immature offer by someone who just wants sex, but you're still protected. And they're kind of ruthless about it. They may hound you for a date. If it has to do with family, you're protected by a motherly type because the Empress in the Fool card is in the upright. If there's a couple involved, I would trust the female over the male, whoever they may be in your realm. And if it's work, it falls in, an opportunity falls in your lap. I want to say it may whenever you change job, it's like a relocation, so that still applies. Okay, but it's good because these two aces are the best to have as far as job hunting. Okay, something falls on your lap, or you get sudden windfall of money. Okay, something's bittersweet about the experience. Like something's good in one, or really good in one arena of your life, and then kind of bittersweet in other elements of your life. At any rate, I heard the song by the cards, Let the Good Times Roll. So there's recovery, okay? The Three of Swords leads to the Four of Swords. I think it's the love life that suffers because the Ace of Cups is at first in the upright and then it turns in reverse here on this card. And maybe that's why the Three of Swords. At any rate, there's good, really good in one part of your life, probably with career or money. And then your love life, it kind of, could be better. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Well, it sounds like a good reading for us, Virgos. Now we're going to read for Libras. Now, if you'd like a personal reading, it's deliverable today. I'm running an unusual in-broadcast special, so if you book your personal $20 reading during the broadcast, it's only good for during the broadcast. So as soon as I turn that off button on this broadcast, the $20 reading goes away. And that's recorded and deliverable today. The instructions are in the chat. Otherwise, if you want a $30 reading, it's $65. If you want an hour reading, it's $100. What's coming for Libras this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming up for Libras this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming up for Libras this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Again, if you get a personal reading, do not give me your sign. Do not give me the background of your questions. Do not give me your birthday. I hate that. So just, just give me your questions and just assume that I know the backstory. What's coming for Libras this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Libras this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? The first card you have, Libras, is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Unlike Virgos, yours is in the reverse. So in the reverse, the Queen of Wands is a ruthless and lying fire sign, male or female, or it's someone who's not your best friend. Like they act like so this is a two-faced person potential. Or it's a legal or creative situation that's got some deception around it. We'll have to clarify, right? And then the Nine of Wands is in reverse. Here it is in the upright. It may be that a fire sign is trying to create an ending for you in some way. Here you had some boundaries up in the, but you had recently. But in reverse, like you got it this week, the shoe drops. You have the answers about a fire sign or a situation. And then here you have the Death card, which is here the Lord of Shadows. There may be a separation of some kind. That's a major transformation in your life. So before clarifying, if I were just to read these cards, okay, someone is not your best friend, or it's a situation where you don't have a creative answer to, but there's an answer nevertheless. The other shoe drops. If you thought a situation was one way, maybe it's another. It's not what you thought, okay? And it creates a separation or a major transformation of some kind. Thank God this is in the upright because you have the butterfly there. You can see this woman is watching this man and child go away. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. This number 13 cards is related to the queens. Okay, so this is the person initiating this change. The nines are related to the Hermit card. Okay, that's how that stuff works. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see if this is a person or a situation. Okay. Nevertheless, your central is that the other shoe, you get more information that's helpful or clarifies the situation. Or makes you know what a situation really is, Libra. What's this Queen of Wands in reverse mean for Libras the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Queen of Wands in reverse mean for Libras the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What is this Queen of Wands in reverse mean for Libras the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I see an image of an ice cream cone while shuffling for this to clarify this card. So a person who acts sweet really isn't. They're two-faced. Yeah. They want to create an ending for you. And they may be successful in doing it because there is a change. Okay, this is separation of some kind. Because here, you have the Six of Swords. You had it in reverse, but I'm going to show it to you in the upright because it's coupled or shuffled with the imagery of the Six of Wands in the upright here. Okay, Six of Wands is the victory card. Six of Swords, which this card is moving from smooth to turbulent to smooth waters. You had it in reverse. So this person, they might have strong Gemini in their chart because this card is related to the Lover's card. At any rate, this person is not your friend. If you thought they were your reverse and keeping you in troubled waters, this person is definitely troubled. They want to affect you emotionally or change your life. And I do not like this person. I do not like this person. Here you have the Page of Cups in reverse that is coupled with the Page of Pentacles. So this person wants to destroy, and I mean, we're talking like dynasty kind of stuff, okay? This person is just like, thinks they're the SH. Right? And I feel like a strong jealousy vibe for sure. Like this person has no reason to do this to you, Libra, except that they don't like you because you're like looked up to or popular. This person wants to take something away from you and change your life in some way just because they think they can. Okay? Really gross. You definitely, Libra, have the worst reading of the week thus far. We've had some really good readings. But you're dealing with someone who is not a great person. What's this 9 of Wands in reverse mean for Libras? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this 9 of Wands in reverse mean for Libras? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. You get the answer on something. The shoe drops on something. There's a realization, possibly from a Scorpio, that someone is not great. And here you have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright coupled with the Knight of Cups in the upright. I don't know if you want this person's approval because you're facing them and you might be offering them a truce or trying to... You find out that a person is like a backstabber. And it's almost like you're trying to kill them with kindness to prevent an ending that you feel that this person is capable of imposing on you. I don't think it works. Because this person they'll take that pentacle from you and go, of course I'm your friend, or of course I'll like you now. You get the answer. And you offer a truce or love in some way, not romantic love, but just like a truce or peacefulness or something. Okay? You want to stop the battle. But no, they're going to create an ending for you. It's dead and buried. Here you have the 10 of Pentacles coupled with the 10 of Swords. This person wants to end your income in some way. Or maybe you find out about this person and try to stab them in the back first, but approaching them with kindness or playing them at their own game. This person is two-faced. To your face. They're nice and your buddy, but they're not. The other shoe drops. You've laid boundaries, but maybe it was too late to lay those boundaries, and there's completion in some way. Okay? That's crazy. And you guys, I don't usually get those weird doom and gloom readings, okay? But I don't gloss either. So let's see what the nature of this transformation is. What does this Death card in the upright mean for Libras this week? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What is this Death card in the upright mean for Libras? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Yeah, you get the answer on something. With the High Priestess in reverse, you get the answer on something. Now, a water sign may reveal this to you, and if they do, it's a Cancer, because here you have the Chariot imagery in the High Priestess. Important information that was hidden from you, okay, is revealed. And maybe you separate from this situation or person, or an ending in career or money or income leads you to having this answer. And there's kind of like a spiritual awakening in this regard. I don't know if you may drink, but here you have the 9 of Cups in the upright, which is sometimes a drinking card for me. Definitely here in this deck, you see these bottles of wine. You're not guarding your emotions. This is also a drunk texting card to me. And since you're the focus of the reading, this would be you, potentially. But you being abundant and not shy about your emotions, or the fact that you're not happy about this ending. This is not a celebratory card. This is not a wish come true card in this deck, in this context, because the surrounding cards can change the meaning of cards. So this alone would be, oh, a wish comes true, or you're abundant in a new emotional beginning that is favorable. Because you have these surrounding cards, this changes the nature of this card. It's almost like a denaturing. However, if the betrayal will come, it's in writing, because you have the new 2 9s here, which means 9s usually mean documents relating to business matters. Okay? And then you have a 10 energy here. There's an ending of some kind. There's transformation maybe you didn't want. It's through a betrayal of someone who has a lot of fire in their chart. And just because they can. There's no rhyme or reason to it. They don't like you. They're jealous of you. They want you out of their sphere because they want more influence. You know, they feel crazy to me. Like they feel really weird, and I don't like it. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to Scorpio. What's coming for Scorpio the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for the sign of Scorpio the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Scorpios the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Scorpios the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Scorpios the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Now, I had to make sure I shuffled at least 8 times there to get rid of the, to fully, that's what card, the amount of times card counters, like gamblers, say the deck is thoroughly shuffled. And here you have the Temperance card, which is called the Sitte in this deck. Okay? This person who's calm, cool, collected, Sagittarian energy, or someone who mixes things. So they could be a chef, they could be a creative person who, you know, deals with numbers, you know, and resources. But barring that, this could be a temperance-like profession even, which is travel agent and someone who drives for a living and stuff like that. Or it could be your guardian angel. So, I mean, or your spirit guide. But it's a very healing card in the upright. It's a very protective card in the upright. And then you have the 7 of Cups in the upright, which is a beautiful card to have. You have choices this week. Or options, I should say. You know, swords are mostly having to do with choices like this or that. Here you say lots of cups. I feel like you have exposure to a lot of different ways of doing things or acquiring things, but you have choices. You have options. I feel like you pretty much can do anything because you are protected. Okay. And the next card, yeah. Again, resources, resources, resources. Here you have the Magician card in the upright. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini, Virgo. The 7s, if they had a number, of course they have a number, but the 7s are related to the Chariot card. See how she's standing still? So there's some kind of delay or halt, but it's because you're thinking about things, not because it was imposed on you. Okay, you're trying to make something happen. You're protected if you do try to make something happen, because the Magician card is related to the aces because it's a number 1. The Temperance card is related to the kings of the deck. So it possibly has to do with leadership or from a position of authority in some way. So that's how tarot card layering works. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Remember, the in-broadcast special is only good during the broadcast. comprehensive answers to 2 questions recorded and left up in a private area of YouTube until December 31st, so you can check for accuracy. What does this temperance card in the upright mean for Scorpios, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What is this temperance card in the upright mean? This is also a patience card, by the way. You see how these person are standing in place. They aren't walking or anything like that. You know, there's something they have to do. And it's like a situation. See how there's a circle around her? There's a feeling of protection. There's a sense of playfulness and having a lot to choose from. Like the world is your oyster kind of energy. You can make anything happen this week, Scorpios. What does the temperance card in the upright mean for Scorpios, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Here you have the 5 of Swords in the upright. Now we're using the Shuffle Tarot Collection A to clarify the meaning of this temperance card that merges 2 or more images from the Rider-Waite. The 5 of Swords in the upright is you win over 2 others. And you're not hiding the fact because you're not hooded. This is coupled with the 5 of Cups energy. Okay? So you win over 2 others, but it may be at a cost to others. Okay? Like you win and someone loses something, right? And I don't know if they're a supervisor or Aries or Aquarius or Taurus, but here you have the Emperor. You're making something happen in a work or income situation, but it could be a home situation too, because, I mean, if you don't work, because the Emperor card can be a father figure, older brother, or whatever. But here you have Aries, which is full energy here, okay? You did get it in, I think, the upright, but let's check. Hold on. I have to DVR it. Hold on. The Emperor card. Yes, it was in the upright. So, you may win a leadership position in some way if it's a work situation. You win over 2 others. Maybe you're not exactly ready for the position. Maybe you feel like you're at a novice level, but others see you as a leader, someone who can make things happen. And it opens up your choices so you're able to have more access to resources, and you have options on what you want to do next. And in life, you're able to plan out the rest of your life. Okay? What's the 7 of Cups in the upright mean for Scorpios? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What does the 7 of Cups in the upright mean for Scorpios? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's the 7 of Cups in the upright mean? For Scorpios, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. I almost want to say, if someone doesn't meet your standards, you're just going to drop them, whatever the situation may be, which is kind of weird. Okay, here, especially if they're a earth sign. So here you have the Page of Pentacles coupled with, you've got it in the upright, with the Page of Swords. You may be watching an earth sign because they interest you. Maybe you're waiting for a, maybe you wonder about their money. I don't know, there's interest in an earth sign, your age or younger. Oh, that's kind of strange. Maybe you're past the anger or avoiding a tower in some way. You got it in reverse. Maybe you're past the anger and looking at them as an option. Okay. Scorpionic energy. Now let's see what this Magician card means, because that can mean anything. It could mean a broadcaster or a book. So that's why we have to clarify. What does this Magician card in the upright mean for Scorpios? The week of July 7th to the 13th, 2024. Ooh, that was short. My fingers tingled, signaling me to stop the shuffle. And Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you're waiting for a Earth sign to make the first move, because this is my first move card, for a communication or an inquiry about money or business. But you can see this Knight of Pentacles is coupled with the imagery of the Knight of Cups, right? You're waiting for a first move, whether it's about money, job, career, finance, or romance from an Earth sign. You're hoping that they make the first move or the first move to communicate. I don't know how serious you are because of the presence of the Fool. Or you may be in a leadership position that you feel you may not be ready for, but you're going to do anyway. You're looking at the past to an Earth sign who you thought maybe was creative, who may be a fellow alchemist in some way who makes things happen. You're hoping for them to make something happen because something was built on faulty foundations and you would like to rebuild with them. Okay, that was interesting. Now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. I felt very strong Sagittarius energies during your reading, by the way. Like I had to keep reminding myself that I was not reading for Sagittarius. Okay, so I don't know if you're more spiritual this week or thinking about travel more this week, or I don't know. What's coming for Sagittarius this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming up for Sagittarius this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Sagittarius this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I hope I'm not reading for Sagittarius twice because it was so strong in your last reading. In the last reading for Scorpio. At any rate, if I do read for Sagittarius twice, I'm sorry. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're on the cusp of a brand new money and or career cycle. Okay? You're waiting for abundance that you feel or you can feel coming in. But you have a new beginning in a karmic money cycle coming in. Maybe not this week, but soon. The next card you have is the Queen of Cups in the upright. Now, the queens can represent a female your age or older, or a mother or older sister, or just an older matriarch of some kind. If it's not a person and it's a situation, it's an emotional type of profession where it's also creative. So I don't know, like social work, that kind of stuff, right? And then, or it could be just your energy of where you're open to emotions, you're emotionally stable, because that may be a thing. And then you have the Page of Cups in the upright, which is also, as you can see, a very creative energy. I feel like you're thinking about love and money, but more love. And possibly getting a new, more stable, your love life to stabilize in some way. You're looking for a new partner if you're unpartnered at this point. Okay. But a page can also indicate someone your age or younger, which would mean, it can mean a child. Here you see this blank canvas, right? So the pages, if they had a number, would be related to the Justice card in the upright. The queens, if they had a number, would be number 13, which is related to the Death card. You want transformation in your money and love this week. So let's see if you get what you want. What's this Ace of Pentacles in reverse mean for Sagittarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Ace of Pentacles in reverse mean for Sagittarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's this Ace of Pentacles in reverse mean for Sagittarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now, because your energy was so heavy in the Scorpio reading, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, who's creative, who's childlike, who has that new start energy where they give you a new lease on life or a new outlook on life is quite possible. But we're clarifying this card. If you do want transformation, see, this is the Death card, but it's coupled with elements of the moon and the sun. Okay, there could be a new baby on the way, and maybe that's creates a need to save money, and that's going to be the nature of your new money cycle is possible. Or maybe you're expecting a brand new or planning a brand new money cycle or career change in January or August. Okay, but you're thinking about transformation in your money in some way. Again, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio energy. And then Page of Cups, right? Page of Cups is coupled with the Page of Wands in this shuffled tarot card. Okay, you may be looking at a Pisces or a Scorpio and wanting to capture them in some way. Now, when you have two pages in a tarot as a tarot cluster, 2 pages in a reading can mean trouble through friends, through or with friends. Okay, so you have a history with this person, and maybe you're just wondering if you could have a new start with them, or they you. Yeah, and they're definitely from the past. They're definitely soulmate energy. Now, who is a soulmate? Okay, it's anybody you interact with in this lifetime. You know, it could be your mother, your sister, your brother, your father, your friends, the people you work with are all soulmates. They have some kind of purpose in your life in this lifetime. So we're still clarifying the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? Yeah, you're waiting for a new... You may be looking to someone you have history with. They could possibly be family. I want to say gather your resources. That's kind of a strange phrase to punch in my head. I don't know. You may be waiting for a gift from a family member so that you can transform your money life, especially in August or January. Maybe you have a new baby on the way and there was a gift of money or a physical home. Okay, but maybe that home requires a home move. So it might be in your hometown even though you live somewhere else. So there is a possibility that you may start a new beginning going back to your hometown because there's a gift of money and property. Okay? And this reading is for Sagittarius. At any rate, emotions are stable. There's a generous spirit or energy this week. What's this Queen of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's this Queen of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What is the Queen of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius, the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? Justice card in reverse. Now it's coupled with the imagery of the High Priestess, as you can see. Okay, so you may be dealing with a Pisces or a Taurus or a Scorpio or a Libra or the Libra profession. Maybe someone from the past you've been separated with, or someone who initiated the separation and you felt it was unfair. They give you an answer to that. Like there was trouble through friends, and maybe you didn't understand why there was a separation. You may get that answer. There was a physical separation. Will you have a separation this week? It's possible, but it feels like it's in the past, so I'm going to play it that way. But here you see the Two of Cups card, but it's coupled with the imagery of the Two of Wands. Someone made a decision to separate, probably in the past. You get an answer about why that happened. There's some kind of generosity through family or someone from the past that brings transformation, but maybe not immediate transformation. The transformation would actually come in August or January. Okay? But the energy started in June. At any rate, this could just be a friend or someone who friend zoned you in the past. Do they want love now? I think no, but that they're going to give you answers as a way of bridging or stopping a silent treatment of some kind. Okay? And maybe it's kind of bittersweet. Not really something to celebrate, but at least you have answers. And there's like a feeling of peace. It's a gift. Like say this person, was a drunk and got sober and now they're kind of reconciling with people from the past and saying sorry. That's a possibility. It's like that energy. Like, hey, I know we separated or I went silent. It was weird. This is the reason. Another possibility is that you inherit money from a family member. It brings transformation and you decide to separate or divorce a water sign. That's a possibility too. Okay? If someone offers a truce or reconciliation, and it's not just an answer, like say they contact you because they want to get back together, they want a clean slate. See the blank canvas there? What's this Page of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What does this Page of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Okay, we have the card we don't speak of. Super toxic energy. And then it's coupled with the Hierophant, which is really like disparate energy. So this person might be a born-again Christian, something like that. See how, because this can be a religious card, an organized religion card, and see how they're chained. It's for their own benefit that they're doing this. They're not really oh, I did you wrong in the past, so I want to give you this information to make you feel better. It's for them to feel better. It doesn't matter because you have a lot of good coming to you. You're about to start a really cool money cycle. But so this is a distraction if it's toxic in that way. This card for me represents Capricorn, Scorpio, and Leo. Yeah, they're not offering you anything. They're not offering you anything. Now, when you have two aces, okay, you have two Ace of Pentacles, both in reverse. Now, that two aces means union, partnership, new home, or new job. So the fact that you have two Ace of Pentacles in reverse, someone's not offering you something, but then again, a different person or persons are offering you a new home, a new karmic new beginning in money. Okay, So someone from the past who wants to make good is doing it so they feel good, not you. They're going to explain something they did in the past about a separation, but you have a new opportunity coming with money anyway. Okay? That's a different, plot on the, a different arena of your life. Okay? Yeah. All right. Interesting. Now we're going to read for Capricorns. Thank you for being here, you guys. I appreciate you. And thank you for the likes. I appreciate that so much. Again, we have during broadcast, if you book a reading during a broadcast, it's only $20. It's a comprehensive answer to 2 questions. If you make a donation, a friends and family only donation at PayPal, it's only $20 to answer both questions, no matter how long it takes, but typically about 20 minutes. But I don't usually offer that $20 reading, so, take advantage of that. Do not tell me your sign, your birthday, or the background of a question. I don't want to know that stuff. Because the cards will tell me anyway. And I'm psychic, so who cares? Okay, so what's coming up for Capricorns this week, July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Any reader who asks you for your sign or your birthday is not a true reader. 9 times out of 10, they're con men. Okay? So just so you know, because I can tell a lot about you from your sign. Okay? What is coming for Capricorns, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? The King of Cups in reverse. I really love this King of Cups in the upright in this deck because you usually don't see him with like a smorgasbord kind of energy. I'm not loving this card in reverse here, King of Cups in reverse. It could mean someone who's just ungenerous, or you're dealing with a water sign who's unstable, or a drama king or queen. Okay? It's probably the latter of the options I just gave you. Here you have the 5 of Pentacles. It is possible that you lose, I almost said face. So take that in consideration as a possibility, but you lose faith, F-A-I-T-H, possibly in a water sign. Okay? See how it looks warm in this Stonehenge kind of place? And you're turning your back on someone or a group, or you feel isolated from them. And it might be because of this King of Cups. And 4 of Pentacles in reverse is not great. You kind of want to move on, use your resources, and have your mind on something other than a group of people possibly being led by a water sign, male or female. You go from a 5 of Pentacles to a 4 of Pentacles. So if you do spend money, it's not much money, okay? But there's isolation, either self-isolation or you're isolated from a group of people. And it involves dominantly a water sign who's possibly a drama king or queen. Okay. Now, the reason why we get tarot readings is to embrace see energies, whether they support, the grabbing of opportunities or the avoidance of pitfalls. So I will tell you everything as it comes in, the way it comes in, so I don't gloss anything over. So irregardless if this has to do with money or a friend group or a work group, there's isolation. You lose faith in something or someone or a situation. There's a drama king or queen involved. And then has to do with the spending of a little bit of money or an inability to budget this week. There's not a tremendous amount of loss. You lose faith, but maybe you expected it, in other words, right? What is this King of Cups in reverse mean for Capricorns? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What is this King of Cups in reverse mean for Capricorns? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What is this King of Cups in reverse mean for Capricorns? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Boom. The Hanged Man. So the person you're dealing with may be a Pisces, a Sagittarius, or a Pisces-Sagittarius combination. Because here you have the Hanged Man, which is Piscean energy. It's usually a significator for Pisces. But you can see you have the Temperance card imagery here. They're both spiritual cards, and that's probably why they were coupled by whoever the artist was for the Shuffle Tarot. But see how there's got like flies or bees buzzing around this head? So this is a need to not jump into anything, to think about it for 9 to 12 days if you have to make a decision. But I don't know if you know about this person yet. Maybe you always felt isolated in the group, and then you find out it has to do with a water sign, possibly a Pisces. It's like they're the reason why you felt isolated or need to isolate. Because this looks like self-isolation. Okay, you felt an impulse to not get so invested in a group. But this could be just like a cliquish work group too. At any rate, you're kind of impatient with the group, especially a water sign, male or female, or they themselves are impatient for you to make come to some kind of realization or decision. Again, you're being told by the presence of this card showing up in your reading that you should, if you have a decision to make, okay, especially about money, you need to wait 9 to 12 days and self-protect. So this could be a prompt to protect your passwords or change your passwords. Yeah, someone is not creating an opportunity for you. Here you have the Three of Wands coupled with the Three of Cups card. This person, so this is not self-isolation. This person, there's a clique around you, whether it's social or work group related. There's a cliquish group around you. The water sign is the reason. They don't want to create an opportunity for you to join the group, okay, to participate socially with them. They remove opportunities for that, okay? And, because the Hanged Man is a solitary spiritual practice where gurus, like Indian gurus, will hang from a branch for 9 days, thus making your brain fill with blood so that once you come off the branch, you can think more clearly because your brain is oxygenated. This person is personally confusing you about your status in a group, and you just finally lose faith in just trying to become a part of this group or blending in, or, it's just like, ugh. So you're coming to that realization, but it's because of the actions of somebody else. Okay, their drama. What's this Five of Pentacles in the upright mean for Capricorns? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. It's kind of weird how the first half of the zodiac that we read for was all positive, and then there's kind of like darkness surrounding the outer lying higher zodiac signs. What's this Five of Pentacles in the upright mean for Capricorns? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. I think you're pissed, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower come out. Here's the Queen of Wands in reverse coupled with the Queen of Cups imagery. Yeah, these people aren't your friends, and you're not their friend either. And sometimes the Queen of Wands in reverse can mean anger. I think you're just moving on. You're going to create your own happiness. It may take a while. It feels like this is in career, but it could be any situation because this is a family card. If this has to do with, say you don't work and this is at home, there's a cliquish group around you that you're being prevented from joining or participating in, and they're letting you know it in some way. So you may just focus on family because that is you're going to invest time in people who are nice. Okay? Okay. And you may tell people, because the Four of Pentacles is in reverse, like, F you guys. I'm just going to do my own thing. I know you're not my friends. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you that's a possibility because of the cards that you got. Now we're going to read for Aquarius. What's coming for Aquarius the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Aquarius the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Aquarius the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What's coming for Aquarius the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? I get a strong psychic feeling. I mean, everybody's born psychic, okay? Whether you lose it or not over time, from childhood is something else. But I feel like someone tells you, Aquarius, this week, like, hey, are you psychic? Because everything you tell me, like, comes true. And look, we have the Wild Hunt, which is the Tower card in this deck. Now, the Tower card can signify the breaking down of foundations, or it can signify anger, or it can signify a natural catastrophe or disaster, or a house fire, or endings just in general. It's associated with the sign of Scorpio. But see how you see the chariots in the sky? That's really important imagery and interpretation of this particular card in this particular deck, because we're talking about the passage of time and all that. So you may get news about something that happened long ago, but now you're feeling it, or you're feeling the final outcome of that. I feel like there's a lost opportunity from the past, but you didn't know that you lost it, but you find out this week. But I don't know how impactful it really is. And you're just like, God, I wish I had known that, because I would have done things differently, is the vibe I'm getting. And then remember, I got the into it, like, hey, how did you know that? So here you have the King of Swords, but you got it in reverse, but I wanted to show it to you in the upright. If this is a person, they're an air dominant sign. Okay. And that would be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Or it's a legal profession or accounting profession. At any rate, in the reverse, it's someone who's a sophisticated liar. Okay. Because, but this could be your energy where you didn't know about something because your back is to the Tower. You see what I'm saying? How that works? And then the Oak King, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. You find out some information that that's not impactful today, but it's a surprise. But sometimes towers are surprise or shocks. You're like, oh, if I had known about that, I would have done things differently. It's not necessarily bad or good. It's like say, for example, it's a missed job opportunity someone was supposed to tell you about, they didn't, and it changed the course of your life because your life could have turned out differently. Not necessarily better, just differently. Okay? That you would have acted on this information from the past. Okay? but you didn't know about, that's why your back is to it. And like, well, I can't do anything about it now. But it's something that even though you can't do anything about it, you take time to ponder where you are in the present for the next 9 to 12 days. It puts you in a space of thinking and contemplation. Now let's clarify. So I'm going to clarify. It's kind of interesting. This is called the Wild Hunt. What does this Tower card in the upright mean for Aquarius, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What is this Tower card in the upright mean for Aquarius, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What is this Tower card in the upright mean for Aquarius, July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Now, I kind of paused there because I kept getting, even though this is a Scorpio card and we're shuffling for that card, this card, I kept getting a Sagittarian energy. So I don't know if it was an opportunity to travel or a new job or something like that. It's from the past. Again, spiritual cards. Okay? Hermit and the Hangman are both spiritual cards. So we're clarifying the Tower card. I don't know if a Virgo gives you this information. And see how her head is bowed down. This person will be embarrassed. If it's information from the past, that was withheld on purpose. Okay? Not necessarily out of spite. Maybe they thought it just wasn't good for you. Or having you take an opportunity. I feel like it's an opportunity. That this person withheld it for selfish reasons. Okay? But they exposed themselves. See how she's nude? So this Hermit card is coupled with the Star card imagery. Again, the idea that hidden knowledge is revealed. Okay? The High Priestess is coupled with the Chariot card. And see how the Chariot guy is seated? So this information was withheld in secret. And you find out. Okay? I think this is you. So I'm going to clarify this card. Are you just contemplating or are you going through a spiritual reset? Let's see. What's this Hanged Man in the upright mean for Aquarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What is this Hanged Man in the upright mean for Sagittarius? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. When you find this out, it's going to cause momentary anger. You're angry that this person selfishly, for their own self, it didn't serve them to do it, except that they didn't want to be separated from you. They didn't want their life to change or you to leave their life, so they didn't tell you about it. They didn't tell you about a message from another person. It's strong, right? Possibly from a Cancer or a Virgo or a Scorpio. And it would have, you would have considered it, thereby having, a whole different, not necessarily better or worse, just a different circumstances. You weren't given the knowledge and therefore you weren't given the opportunity to make a choice about something, about movement forward. Okay? To clarify the Hanged Man card, here you have the Seven of Wands in reverse coupled with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to sit on information. You're going to wait to act on whether you should stand up for your rights or defend yourself or put up boundaries. Ultimately, you're going to go, it is what it is. I didn't know about it. I may be mad now. It seems short-lived. I don't think you can necessarily forgive this person, but it looks like you may. Like, okay, well, I like where my life is now. Maybe it didn't happen because even though this person withheld the information, I kind of like how my life is now. So I think you'll be very forgiving because maybe you're in a leadership position now, or you have a new beginning that you're enjoying. Anyway, I'm going to put that back in the deck. It doesn't matter now because you don't have the you can't go back in time, basically. So what are you going to do? But initially you may be angry, but then forgiving. So let's read for Pisces. What's coming for Pisces this week? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's coming up for Pisces this week? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What's coming for Pisces this week? July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Here you have the Empress, which in this deck is called the Earth Mother. Look how pretty she is. And she's standing up. She's not seated. And she's super pregnant, right? But see how all these geese are gathered around her? Okay. You did get it in reverse, Pisces, so maybe you hear a message. You find out information about your mom, who maybe has passed, or it's not necessarily bad or good. It's just maybe you find out a child was given up for adoption that would have been a sibling, or you hear that mom once had a miscarriage and then you were the blessing, or whatever it is. Or you hear that someone's no longer pregnant, okay? Now, if we get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, then it was either an abortion or a miscarriage, okay? But let's clarify. Let's pull the other cards first. Or it's a female supervisor who's kind of witchy, like in a bad way, like Biachi. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is a loss of money or an overspending of money or not being able to budget your money. Okay? And then the next card you have is worry. The Nine of Swords in the upright. Okay. Libra still has the worst reading of the week. Sorry about that, Libras. But I want to know if this is a situation or a person or an influence or what. So let's make clear by clarifying. What does the Empress card in reverse mean for Pisces the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024? What is this Empress card in reverse meaning for Pisces, July 7th through the 13th, 2024? My throat's sore, and that's only the kind of sore throat I get during readings. So you may be yelling at somebody or having a yelling fight with someone. And then the Ace of Pentacles. I think there's a woman in your life, could be a male too, who's spending your money, who can't keep money in their wallet for the life of them, or this is you. You have money like going out, right? Because maybe you make a lot of money, so it doesn't matter. Now, you do have Ace of Swords, clarifying it in the upright. Now, this Ace of Pentacle is coupled with the Ace of Cup, okay? And then you have the Ace of Swords that's coupled with the imagery of the Ace of Pentacle, okay? But nevertheless, to clarify we're clarifying the meaning of the Empress. You have someone who spends a lot of money, but you know that they love you, so it's not out of like spite. In other words, they're not a gold digger, They just like to spend money or just have this weird habit of spending money. Okay? Or this could be your energy. Take it out. It resonates, but when we have two aces of the tarot cluster, it's union, partnership, new home, or new job. That's what the tarot cluster means, especially when the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles fall together, which they do here. Okay? Someone may have given birth recently. If it's your partner, then you have to find a new home, or you're going to choose to marry them. Okay? Now let's see what this Four of Pentacles, maybe that's why the money is going out. But there's worry attached to it. A heavy energy of new or modified responsibilities to other people is the main energy I'm getting here. What does the Four of Pentacles in reverse mean for Pisces? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. What is the Four of Pentacles in reverse mean for Pisces? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Ooh. I heard no good news as I was pulling for, which I haven't looked at yet, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Now remember, I heard no good news. It's actually kind of heartbreaking news. Here you have the Three of Swords, coupled with the imagery of the Three of Pentacles. If you were waiting on a news of a promotion or a raise, you don't get it, according to the cards. Okay? And maybe you spent money thinking that you were going to get that raise, and then you find out you don't get it, right? Or you're heartbroken because you hear someone is pregnant and they're happy and they're in this union and got married. And maybe you spend money to try to make yourself feel better and you don't. It just ends up worrying you. Yeah, you're not happy about news you hear. Okay? The Ten of Wands is in reverse. It's a burden. It's coupled with the Ten of Cups. Maybe you want to start a family with someone. This feels like ex energy, okay? They spent a lot of money anyway, but you still liked them. You still loved them. If it was a romantic scenario. If it's a non-romantic scenario, and this has to do with family. At any rate, there's union, partnership, new home, or new job, okay? If it's a new job, it may be a lateral move and not a promotion, or there may be training that you enjoy, but it's still a burden because of time or money that you have to spend doing it. And there's worry, okay? There's a new beginning of some kind, or you hear about a new beginning of some kind. You get news that's not great. It feels external to you, but still affects you. What's this Nine of Swords in the upright meaning for Pisces? The week of July 7th through the 13th, 2024. Hi, Jen A. Thank you. Does this resonate, Jen? As a possibility? The Queen of Swords is coupled with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Okay? You're going to approach this news. At first, you're going to like, ugh. But then you'll be very philosophical about it. But it's still going to cause a little bit of worry. I think you hear news, it's short-lived, and then you just move on. Okay? Now, when you have... Do you have two queens? No, you don't. Let me see. Then you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, coupled with the King of Wands energy. I think you just move on. There's a strong feeling of regret that you didn't act in a love affair and make that move to promote it. and then, but you kind of just like, okay, well, that's the way it is. There's news of a marriage that's not good news to you, or there's news of a birth of a baby that's not good, because I feel like you lose your chance in a romantic situation, of a situation that you were hoping to revitalize. If it has to do with work, it's a new job, so, but maybe it's less money than you thought. Okay, it's a possibility. Let me see here. One moment, please. I'll be with you in a second. I just got a notification, so I have to check that. I think it'll be short-lived, and you'll be like philosophical about what you hear. So in the end, it's a positive reading, you know. Okay. All right, that was interesting. Now I'm just checking to see if anybody got a in-broadcast reading, so that I can either do the reading or just sign off. So let me check real quick before I do that. Nope, nobody got a reading. So I'm going to sign off. So the $20 reading special ends now. But I thank you for joining me. I'm here every Sunday. So check my community tab for new information about the time of the weeklies. And then, of course, I'll see you for the monthlies, of course, too. Now, you can always get a personal reading from me. It's $65 for a half an hour recorded, and I keep it up in a private area of YouTube until the end of the year. Or you can pay $100 for an hour, okay? So just email me at the ministryoftarot@gmail.com. I thank you for joining me. Thank you to the new people who came here, and also for the war horses who stayed and supported the channel. So thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you next week.